If you remember, in spring, we started these raised gardens. What's happening right now, we are at the start of fall. The plants are still green, but I might have to let some go. What I'm about to do is, and I'll show you, and that becomes extremely important, that the compost which I used over here has settled down. So let's see how this. If you come over here, if you look at my hand, this thing is almost like foot and a half lower than what it was. When we started summer or spring, we were somewhere around here. So this is good foot. What I'm about to do is we'll add more compost on it. And the reason we have to do it, keep in mind, this is a higoculture concept. In higoculture, because there are logs underneath, things have settled down. We'll add more compost. I'll let it sit for a day or two. I'll add some seeds and then cover it with plastic. And before I do that, I also want to show you these trellises or structures that I built in spring. I'll take them down also and I'll take care of it. So today or right now, all we're doing is Bada is helping me. His friend Israel is with him. All we're about to do is fill everything and top everything up. So as usual, Bato is going into the compost, picking the compost that we built or made this year. Actually finished this year, we started last year. You gotta go and look at my video from earlier and you'll see. So he's filling these wheelbarrows, and what he will do is then top up those raised gardens. As we fill everything, you would realize that we have come good foot and a half. And then what has happened is once we filled it up, Bado actually walked all over it to make sure that it goes lower, just to make things straighter. You'll see that I'm not getting rid of some of the plants over here. The reason is, these are tomato plants. I don't have the heart to do it right now. There's some pepper plants over there also. I'll let them sit for another week or two. Worst case scenario, the cold will just kill them. But if it's not cold, I might be able to get a couple of tomatoes out of it, so why not? It is getting to this point that from here, the left garden is done, the middle one he's doing, and the last one I think he has to add a bit more. All we'll do from here, fill it up, compress it a bit, and water it, and then we're done. Bada has already filled everything. He's watering right now. Fall is already here. The colors are changing. Some of the trees, the colors haven't changed, and some trees, the colors are changing. And that has a lot to do with the type of tree it is and the type of the root system and everything. So yes, the tree on my left, it's still green, a bit of yellow. This tree already yellow, and it will eventually turn a bit of red. This is the beauty of fall. Autumn, in areas where people don't see it, they find it very different. And there's a difference to it. For me, I don't like fall, and the reason is very simple. For me, it almost feels like the death of my summer plants. So I associate with death. Probably that's how they figured out Halloween also. Who knows? You need to go and figure it out. There are leaves everywhere. Very nice temperature right now. It's far too warm for fall right now. The sun is in my eyes. One of the things about fall, autumn, you will start the fall or the autumn season, there are times where it'll get warm. Right now, it's quite warm. Almost, I think, in the mid-70s, so quite warm. And the sun is bright. Looks like summer, but it's not summer. Looking at the leaves, are the colors changing? And you already saw, so it's not. So these were the 3 beds that Bato prepped for me the other day. What I'm about to do, I'll do. I went to see Bob yesterday, and he had some lettuces which he has started, and he was not thinking of using them because he used whatever he needed, and he might have composted those. And since I was there and I saw them and asked him, so he gave it to me. He told me the names, but as usual, I don't remember the names. Spinach, even for this weather, could be put in, and you don't need to cover it. As far as lettuces is concerned, depending on how cold it gets, sometimes you need it. But do remember, if your average temperatures are not lower than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, you can still grow things. Few things about raised gardens: 1, it's not at ground level, so it will be a bit warmer. 2, it has a fresh compost, so it will be a bit warmer. 3, I'm about to cover them, so my average temperature might work out. It's an experiment for this year. We'll know. This was one of my reasons when I started buying these birdies last year, and I'll buy more for next year and years to come, that can I grow things for much longer. So what I'm about to do, as I said, some of the lettuces that Bob gave me, then one of the greens I really love is arugula. And I didn't have any seeds. Again, I asked Bob, he looked around, he found some of this sitting around, but this is from 2017. So how much ever is in it, probably 10% will grow. What else I'm about to put in here? Spinach, mustard, oak leaf lettuce, then another kind of a lettuce with a darker leaf, then a salad burnet, and then I have a mix of lettuce. These seeds will be many different lettuces. Again, I have some collard greens sitting around. They're old. I'll just put it in. If I get something, fine. If I don't, I don't. Then the other thing you'll see are 2 onions. The reason would, somebody will ask why I'm putting onion in here. Because these were store-bought and they started growing. I can compost them or I can put it here. I might be able to pick some of the greens from it. It's not about to form an onion. Actually, this one, this is different. This was part of a set. This potentially could form an onion. This is why it's so small. But these 2 would not. Your hope is that you get some green from it. So the 3 onions I had, I put it on that corner. I already pulled out these plugs, what Bob gave me. And I'll just go simply plant these lettuces. I typically would say, like, yeah, this is 4 inches apart. That makes sense. And again, 1, 2, 3. The one thing you'll see, my compost is a bit clumpy. It wasn't done yet. So my argument is, if it's not even it's not totally complete, who cares? Just grow something in it. By spring, it will be complete. Am I not preparing for spring? Again, over here, the same concept. So whatever plants I had, they all been planted. Now I'll go and start doing the seeds. Let me make what I'll call trenches, and I'll just throw seeds in there. So if you've been following me and you've seen some of my early spring and summer videos where I grow in my raised gardens, you would have realized that using compost and soil which is this well, you don't really need many tools. Even with this trowel, like I do not need it to dig. All I need is to make a straight line. I can do the same thing with my hands also, which this is how simple it is. It's just then my nails get dirty and it takes me sometimes to clean things out of it. So the easier way is to make a straight line. And then just like Moses did, he did part Red Sea. I'm parting this black gold. So I'll keep on doing this. And when you use your hands, the other good thing is you feel something, you make sure what's going on. Do I need to fix something? Did you find a weed? Do I need to pull it out? Was there a rock? Do I need to do something about that? So that's the best thing about using your hands. I don't use gloves that much because some of my things I go with a feel. So how many I've done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 over here, 5 over there. This is a 3 foot 3 foot wide. So let me do all these 5. Then I'll come and seed. I'll cover it and I'll water it, and that's how simple that is. I'm starting with this mix. It's mescaline. It's a mix of different seeds. Again, just roughly go in here. Again, even I think this one is like a couple of years old, so germination would not be as good. So I'll go a bit tighter. And keep on going. I'll come over here also because I have some collards sitting, but I don't think I have enough seeds. So I should just finish over here, so I'll have 2 hills for that. And this is collard. Okay, I put far too much over there, but you're trying to utilize all old seeds. That's what you're trying to do. The other thing you're trying to do is, in a season that things might happen, might not happen, why not try? And then you can tag it, or I'll just, since all the tags are done, I'll just put it here for a reminder. So what have I done? What have I planted? The mix over here, collards over there. There were other kinds. I didn't even open the packets, so there'll be spring. I did spinach over here. Actually, all the way spinach. Halfway over, or half of it is some kind of mustard, and the other half is arugula. I did put 3 onions, which I showed you earlier. Then I found some pepper plants laying around. I'm very sure they would not grow, but instead of composting again, I just planted these. If I get a pepper out of it, fine. If not, it's cover crop. I'll water from here and cover from here, and then we'll be done. So unlike a spring planting, or unlike a summer planting, I will overwater this. One of the reasons being I'm about to cover it. So if rain happens, that's not about to go through it. So I have to be careful myself how much water is there. Good thing is, since it's covered, it will make a dome around it, and condensation should happen. So that will work out. Again, being a warmer day, having a bit extra water, which because of the height and because of the hugelkultur technique, it will settle down. It's not about hurt, but I am watering it a bit heavier than what I have done with seeding, let's say in spring or summer. So let me finish my watering, then we'll put the plastic, and then we'll be done for the day. That's it. Heavy lifting last week was done by Bado. Took me half an hour, 45 minutes to, seeding was quicker. Plastic, I had one the right size, I had to cut 2 others, putting them on some of these beautiful clips. The way the tightness and everything is, I think it'll be fine for the winter or because not really winter, but in the next few weeks or so, we'll start getting a lot of winds. So I don't think it'll be an issue. If it is, then we'll learn from there. In my own journey, as I'm learning, I hope you pick something from that also. So let's make mistakes together. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and keep on watching. And have a wonderful day.